أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل Muhammad. Sir Jordan Peterson, Mr. Peterson, I wanted to put jihad in terms that you would understand. Jihad is the struggle against sociopathic hierarchy and the systems that it builds to support itself and sustain itself. Again, jihad is the struggle to diminish and eliminate sociopathic hierarchies and the systems that they create to support and sustain themselves. Now, sociopathic hierarchies exist on the micro level and on the macro level. Of course, they must exist in the macro in order for them to build up into the bigger macro hierarchies. I'm not sure if you'll agree with this premise, but I believe it to be true that today, in today's world, on Earth 2019, that the hierarchy that controls the Earth is on the grassroots level pragmatic. There's a pragmatic hierarchy amongst the lowest of people on the socioeconomic political ladder. Then you have narcissistic hierarchies above them, or you have to be some high degree on the narcissistic spectrum, even unhealthy narcissism. So the more healthy narcissism you have, the higher you are. And then the more unhealthy narcissism you have, the more ultra elite you are. And then at the very top, we have a sociopathic hierarchy, right? And at the top of that, we have megalomaniacs running the world. I believe that is true to some degree. Now, Islam, or jihad, let's talk about jihad in particular, has two elements. There's the negation, elimination, like the Nietzschean godlessness, la ilaha, there is no deity, the perfect atheism toward all authority and meaninglessness, like the postmodern deconstruction, right? That is one aspect of jihad, to eliminate all um, all sociopathic order, all unreal meaning, to eliminate all unreal meaning. Now that might seem dangerous, but please, for a moment, consider that it's not. Probably what Islam would negate, or what Islamic jihad would negate, authentic Islamic jihad would negate, would be pretty similar to what you would negate. Then there's the affirmation of a new hierarchy and new systems to support and sustain that hierarchy. And that is a hierarchy fundamentally of kindness, compassion, justice, generosity, prosperity, and a list of other virtues that, at least in their general meaning, you and I would agree to be good. It is a hierarchy of beauty. It is a hierarchy of goodness. Literally, the Qur'anic term for the names of the deity, or Asma Husna, the names that are beautiful, the names whose quality is beauty. So all the names of God, which you've heard of, the 99 names, in the Quran, the 99 names is not a term. In the Quran, the term is the Asma Husna, the beautiful names. So Islam, the hierarchy that we're seeking to create, is one of beautiful attributes, which are all comprehensively in the virtue of kindness. And kindness expresses itself, displays itself in various contexts as compassion, as justice, as generosity, as wisdom, as love, as affection, as praiseworthiness. So again, what jihad is, who is jihad against? It's against sociopathic hierarchy and the systems that sustain sociopathic hierarchy. But in Islamic law, it is against Islamic law to salt the fields that you have conquered, or to rape the women of the city, or to burn down houses, or to destroy infrastructure. So when I say to destroy the systems that support it, what I mean is to destroy them to the degree that they exclusively support the sociopathy. If they're acquirable, we will acquire the systems. We will not destroy systems that can be a benefit and try to rebuild from the ground. We're not trying to burn the world to the ground before we rebuild. That's not what we're trying to do, but we are trying to eliminate the sociopathic hierarchy and that which is essential to it. But here's where you and I might disagree. Not only are we trying to eliminate sociopathic hierarchy, and for us, this is the justification of the earth. This is the establishment of the kingdom of God, right? Sociopathic hierarchy will always be supported by lower ranks who are not quite sociopaths or megalomaniacs. They're narcissists, but unhealthy narcissists of an extreme degree, supported by healthy narcissists who see no other alternative but to compete in the existing order. But it is these healthy narcissists and the healthy pragmatists under them, because I believe pragmatism to be opposed to moral nature, and sin is rooted in doubt, and doubt drives us to act pragmatically, to look at limitations rather than the vastness of the God that created us. And I believe pragmatism to be fundamentally opposed to the true message of the Gospels. And I believe that you should listen to someone like Joel Osteen, but returning back to the first thread, that these pragmatic masses must be morally reformed, right? The people who are the lowest in the system must be morally reformed to become non-pragmatic but also non-idealistic, and for them to be just people. And what we need is a hierarchy of justice. And so we're trying to eliminate jihad is the elimination of sociopathic hierarchy and the establishment of moral order. Now, I'm not going to talk about, coerced conversion and Christian Muslim relations, like authentic Muslims who are struggling for the establishment of this new type of hierarchy, and what their relationship is to Christians and Jews and non-Muslims and non-religious people and all this, and the questions of coerced religion or coerced take. We'll talk about that in future videos. But in this video, I just wanted to convey the idea of jihad very clearly in terms that maybe you could appreciate and understand. And even though I might have used Western psychological language or language that's relatable to you, this is very authentic to the Quran. It is very loyal to the text. This is what the Quran is teaching in and of itself. ISIS is not representative of the Quranic narrative if the Quranic narrative is derived using hermeneutics that are described in the Quran itself. Anyways, that's it for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and I look forward to meeting you one day, sir.